I feel like our emotional connection is not alive, then that's where I just kind of shut down too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you go, I'm not going to bother telling you my needs.
Yeah.
And how much does that skew with like him not knowing you need something and then you feeling hurt and just shutting down versus you actually going to him and clearly and consistently articulating your needs and then him still shutting down and not being present? Does it lean one direction?
Well, it has in the past where, you know, there's not been that communication, which again, it's so unfair to think somebody else is going to, again, read your mind or know what your needs are if you're not vulnerable enough to share them. And I think there was a part of me even that was afraid to share my needs because then if they weren't met,
It's so confronting.
it's like, well, then what is this?
And it will only feel that scary to share your needs as long as you are sourcing your value based on other people's responses to you.
Yeah.
Because if you're like, I'm valuable and you show that to yourself consistently and build that in by prioritizing yourself and self-caring and doing things that fill your cup, and now you have this inherent sense of self-worth, it's irrespective of other people. Then when you get into relationship and you're like, I'm going to express my needs because I am a valuable person who deserves to have my needs met, and I'm going to move that way in the world, then you are only ever vetting by people's responses to you where they belong in your life.
Yeah.
And if they don't meet your needs and they were to consistently not when you express them, then it's just obvious that it's maybe not a good fit for you.
Yeah.
And then it's simple. But it gets really complicated and convoluted when we get into, oh, I can't say anything and they should know. And so if I do say something, it's too much. Or what if they don't if I do? And then we get into that.
You're into my head right now when you're saying that stuff. Because
I've been there. That's why. And so it's messy and it makes things hard. And then we get, because we're in this gray area, we outsource our value onto others. And we're like, okay, our value is about how people respond, but I'm too scared to ask. And it's a losing battle 100% of the time.
Yeah.
So going back there, so I abandon myself around Steve sometimes when I don't communicate my needs. I abandon myself how else in my life? How did you abandon yourself at that time in the car?
Well, I didn't even recognize those needs in itself. Like I wasn't even able to
see myself.
To like analyze it in the sense of like, okay, why are you feeling this way? Why are you getting so emotional about this? And then where's it coming from? You know, and I think I'm maybe better equipped today than I was 2-3 years ago with that. Just because I'm paying more attention to these triggers when they come up and trying to like stop and take a deep breath and say, well, where is this coming from?
And what do I need to feel better? Yeah. And I want you to imagine this world in which like you look at you and you look at the thread of your life and you went through hard things as a child. You went through a lot of difficult things. And of course you're going to feel this sense of abandonment, but nobody's going to fix that for you except for you. Not Steve, not any other man, not any other experience. It's going to be you making sure that like when you are in pain like that, and you can imagine you being that child outside on the clothes hanger, and like that's a very painful thing. But you have a different opportunity now to give that to your inner child as an adult, which is to, what did I need in those moments where that happened? I needed somebody to see me so badly, probably needed somebody to see me, to be present with me, to just sit with me. And like the only person that's ever going to do that enough for you is going to be you in each of those moments. And so if you imagine like there's you and you're in the car and you stop everything you're doing, you're like, I am in so much pain. I need to just pause for a minute. I need to sit. I need to see what's going on inside of me. I am feeling abandoned. I am feeling not valued. I'm very upset with Steve. This is a big mistake. This really hurt me. And you're able to sit and actually reinforce like, no, I'm not abandoning myself. I'm here with myself now. I'm sitting with my emotions. And okay, what do I need? I need to give Steve a call and give him a hard time. And I need to let him know that this was very hurtful. And you know what, Steve, I'm going to need some reassurance. And I'm going to need a little bit of extra consistency going forward and some presence with a CE. And you advocate for those in your marriage and you advocate for those in your life. And there's you supporting you when you don't abandon you and you value you enough to sit with yourself and do those things and then be a representative for yourself out in the world and what you need. Then it's very hard to not feel as valued by other people because it's coming from the right place. Does that all make sense?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So one of the key takeaways here that you're seeing is that one of the ways that we keep these old wounds alive is also through the ways that we treat ourselves. In other words, if you felt unimportant or unworthy growing up, it's very easy to keep treating ourselves that way by doing things like deprioritizing ourselves or putting our own feelings and needs and boundaries last. But the good news is that the actual way to change this is to start doing the opposite. In other words, you can see here with Lisa that by going into how she can make herself feel worthy and like a priority on a daily basis and taking consistent action across time with an emotional output fires and wires new neural networks in our brain. And so her taking action to rewire these old patterns won't just be healing for her, but will also be tremendously beneficial for her relationship.